In this tutorial, we're gonna learn how to create this form by using several different techniques. The first one is Boolean. You go to Mesh and you can find Boolean. There are three types of Boolean: union, difference, and intersection. Start with the plane and go to width and height. Subdivisions, we don't need a 10. Let's go to 2 and create. Okay, this plane has 4 faces, and then I'm gonna make this one a little bigger, and then okay, a little bit about 45 degree, and the duplicate, Command D, and twice. Okay, then create a cylinder. Okay. And then place it on the plane. Stretch it. Okay, next you might want to check on this wireframe unshaded and to see your mesh. And select the cylinder and hit T. We don't need that 20 subdivisions, so I'm going to go to 8. And then this is the front view. Okay, I'm going to hide the grid. And also check on this wireframe unshaded so that we can see our mesh, and then nicely align them. Select the plane in first and hold down Shift, then select the cylinder. Okay, I'll go to Mesh and select Boolean, and we're going to go to a union. Instead of select that the union word, let's go to empty in a square to open option window. Okay, as you can see, there are two types of union, Boolean and union. The first one is edge, the other one is normal. Well, they are slightly different. Let's try both. Okay, while selecting edge, okay, if you rotate around this object, you should see the half of the cylinder has gone. I'm gonna undo. Okay, select the plane and the cylinder, and I'm gonna try this one, normal. You see that? So two objects now merge into one object, but the half of the cylinder of back of this plane is still there. You may go to face mode and select those faces. So if you like to get rid of them, just delete. Again, if you like to delete those faces from the beginning, you may choose the edge instead of normal. And then if you hit 3, okay, you can get this kind of 3D objects. That doesn't look quite close to the our reference. Now we're going to use the insert attribute tool, okay, to add some segments on this object, and then I'm going to click on there. Okay, see the insert attribute tool doesn't go all the way around this tube, the cylinder. It stop up there and stop there too. This typically causes by non-four-sided faces. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom in this object and then get close to the those corner. Okay, there are 2 vertices. If you zoomed out and it looks like it's just one vertex, but actually there are two vertices next to each other. Okay, I'm gonna select those vertices again, and then if you go to modeling a toolkit on the right, you should see the number of vertices that you selected. So two vertices selected, okay, instead of one vertex. So now we go to merge, and okay, you can select merge. Okay, our vertex still selected. Go to modeling toolkit. Now we can find one vertex selected. Okay, this one is no longer two vertices, just one vertex. See, as you can see, again I select the two vertices, merge. Okay, this one is one. Okay, that one is only one vertex. So whenever you see two vertices selected, you go there, add mesh and select merge. Merge. One vertex, two vertices, you gotta merge. Okay, now just one, everything is one. Okay, now the insert edge loop tool is supposed to work. Yeah, as you can see, works. I just added a segment. Okay, let's add a few more segments. One in front, I add a two, and the one in the bottom, two, in between, a couple more. Okay, selection 2, object mode, hit 3. Okay, looks pretty good. Very close to the almost, yeah, we're almost there. Very close to the our reference. But if you look at the where the plane and the cylinder in the mid, you should notice that the kind of little curvy, kind of ugly mesh. Yeah, I think we should take care. We should fix those ugly mesh as well. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click and select this object and hit 1 to go back to polygon mode and the multi-cut. So as you can see, this face is not four-sided faces. Okay, so we need to make four-sided faces by using this tool, multi-cut. So I'm gonna cut. Okay, so now we have four-sided, both. Okay, and keep doing this with the multi-cut tool. Okay, until we have all four-sided faces on this object. And multi-cut. Okay, in the bottom, cut. Oops, and that's I can't do. Yeah, click just one. All right. Again, I'm gonna select the insert edge loop tool and add new segments right there. I probably want more. Okay. Object. Yep. Hit 3 to see your object under in preview mode. Right. See, looks pretty good. Very nice. Okay, let me show you another technique, another method. Yeah. Okay, this plane also has 4 faces. For this lesson, we need to add a few more faces. You can use add divisions. I'll go to face mode. Let me select some faces. Two, three, four. Okay. Okay, I think with 4 faces in our tube in a cylinder will be a little too small, too thin. As you can see, I have selected 16 faces. We're going to use that circularize. Edit mesh and the circularize, or you can just click and select that icon, circularize icon right there. Right, click on that. Okay, we already got the circle on this plane. So go to manipulator of the circularize, and then you can make the circle larger and smaller by dragging that one, and we have add divisions. Okay, and then go to extrude, and you should see those three arrows. Just see the direction of the blue arrows. It goes to like a diagonal direction. Okay, unless you want to extrude that the circular faces to this direction, undo, click on the switch icon. See, now you can drag it and extrude. Okay, that tube to the horizontal direction. Okay, now hit all rows and then grab that arrow and then drag it to the left so that you can have an upright vertical face on the front of this object. Once you hit 3, okay, this is the 3D form that we have made it so far. Okay, not quite yet. Okay, as we did earlier, so we like to add a few more segments on this object in order to achieve nice, elegant, hard edges. Okay, the insert edge loop tool, I'm gonna add one right there. Okay. And one more. Okay, one in the front, a couple more. Okay, once you hit 3, okay. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's move on. Our last one. Okay, this plane also has 4 faces. Okay, I'm gonna go to vertex mode. I'm gonna go to vertex mode and select the vertex from the center. Chamfer, mesh, and select the not mesh, edit mesh, and select the chamfer vertices. If you select this chamfer vertices, okay, you should see four-sided face instead of a vertex. And then go to face mode, and okay, you can select this face like this. You can use the circularize like this, as we used earlier. Okay. Okay, you can make it bigger, and then you can twist. Okay, just like that, there are several options you might play with. Okay, this third lesson, so we're not gonna use the circularize option, but yeah, you can extrude like this. Chamfer, instead of using a circularize and a tool, okay, we're gonna use the chamfers and then use a multi-cut. Can cross the okay, that four-sided face, and then select 4 vertices. Okay, 2 up there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all rows. Okay, grab the center, and then yeah, and make a sided, like a circular form, and go to face mode. Select the 1, 2, 3, 4 faces, and then you can make it bigger, and then you can extrude. Yeah, select that faces and extrude. Okay. If that's not the right direction, yeah, don't forget to click on that in the switch icon and the all and the vertical direction. Okay. And then insert edge loop tool, After we need to add a couple segments. And there are two types of the edge loop tool option. One is relative, the other one is equidistance. Okay, I tried both. Add a couple there. Okay, the bottom. Okay, if you like to add straight in vertical in a direction segments, you can select that the equal distance from edge instead of relatives. Okay, I add a couple segments. Okay, select the four faces, and then I'm gonna go to extrude and all rows. Okay, add another segment and one more G. If you like to repeat the same command, hit in a G like a George. Okay, and extrude in a G, and then push inside of this cylinder. Okay. So now we have a hole there, and it looks like artillery. Okay, if you like to create harder edges around this in front of the artillery, you can add a few more segments by using the insert edge loop tool, for instance. Yeah, just added one more segment there and the two more segments. Or you may try the bevel tool. Just select the edges all the way around the circle, and click bevel, and you can select just the vectors to get the right amount of bevel there. Okay, hit 3. There you go. Okay, if you are creating artillery in a kind of weapon, you might want to add some visual interest, like some decorative elements. Like for instance, I'm gonna select those two edges and move to the left a bit, and go to face mode. Select all faces, and extrude and all rows. Okay, scale, right? And you can make a nice groove there. Okay. Again, if you find that the area is too rounded, you can make a little harder edges by using bevel. Just apply a bevel. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Thank you very much.